If you would like to get this month's crystal reading for your sign for download and purchase, please click on the Vimeo link below this video in the Show More section, or visit my website, theluckymermaid.com, and the links for these videos are posted on the most recent video page. Please be sure to check out my other psychic readings for each zodiac sign I have available there as well. Thank you so much. Wish you many blessings and peace.
Hi Sagittarius, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for February 2017. This month I laid out the 5-card Rainbow Tarot spread for you using a new deck of cards to me called Tarot Mucha. I used them in the mid-month Psychic Tarot update in January, so hopefully you will like these cards. Please remember, this is a general reading, and if you want to get messages that are specifically pertaining to you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Ascendant, and Sagittarius Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign to gain more insight and information, and some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Sagittarius, now on to your reading for February 2017. And the first card you have that shows up here today is the 4 of Swords. So this to me would symbolize a resting phase, a meditative state, a recuperation from an illness. Any of those, combination or thereof. I feel like you have come to a time where you need to rest and you need to ponder what it is the next steps of what you're going to do. The guides are saying that lately you've been letting little things get under your skin and bother you. I feel like this has been going on in December, January, and now it may still be happening in February. There's some kind of new agreement that's going to pop up, a leasing agreement or arrangement that you're going to have to sign. It could be a new lease on, maybe you lease an apartment, or a lease a home, or a condo, or a townhome, or maybe you lease a car, or possibly you lease a business space, a brick and mortar store, and your lease is coming up. There's something about a document or lease that's coming up that you're going to have to sign. I feel for many of you it's going to happen in this month of February. I also feel you need to revitalize your energy, because I feel like your energy has gotten completely low or drained. I don't know what period of time, how long you felt that way. I know during the Cardinal Grand Cross and that week of the full moon in Cancer and that Grand Cross, Cardinal Grand Cross, I was tired almost every day. So maybe and that was, in January on the 12th. So I don't know, maybe you were feeling that way then, but I get like your energy drained and you feeling tired. Some of you may have to make some new arrangements for living or stay with someone you know. And it could be having to do with some lease. I don't know if those two messages are connected or not. My guides say they are. They're connected. I feel that some of you are going to get some very either disturbing or enlightening information that's going to be coming to you that you are going to need to take a step back and analyze and see, wow, because I see you going, whoa, what do I think of this? Like, I have to take a pause here and get my bearings together to decide, what do I think of it? Like, that's what I see, how I see you reacting. I do feel, I'm not chastising you, Sagittarius, but I do feel that there's a bed you've made that now you have to lie in it by some things that you may have said, either out of frustration or out of anger. So this could be with a love mate. Maybe you said some things over the holidays you wish you hadn't, or, that now you've said what you said, now you got to lie in it. It could be at work, could be with anything. So I feel some of you may be having the feeling like you feel depleted, your energy feeling sapped and depleted, and you may be emotionally feeling defeated. But this is just going to be a transitory phase. It's passing on to the next card, so don't, hang on to that. It's just like it's going to move out. So the next card you have here is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is a card to me that symbolizes two people that have been in a reincarnational past together, have reincarnated in this incarnation to solve a karmic debt that was either left unfinished. So maybe you had unrequited love with this person and now you're getting your chance to be together to the end of your days, or you just have to get together, solve the karma, argue, and break up and go separate ways. It can also be that. I feel like you really are looking very heavily into what you want out of life and who you want to be in it. I feel you're doing a lot of internal work, digging down deep to your soul and asking questions like, what is it I really want? What kind of people I want in my life? What do I expect from them to give me? What do I really want? So I feel like you're doing a lot of evaluating, and especially in regard to relationships. And I feel that you may be at wonderment as to why you've picked the partners you've picked. Why have you been attracted to them? You may very well, on a logical and conscious or even subconscious level, know that you picked these people for reasons that are, karmic and really, if otherwise, wouldn't make sense otherwise. So I do feel you realize it in some regards that it's like past life connection. But in some ways, I see you shaking your head thinking about people that you've been with. You don't even have to be with them now. They could be people you were connected with before, but I see you thinking about it. And maybe you're connected with them now still. I get you ruminating about it or thinking about it or going around about it in February. I feel that some of you have a new love partnership or arrangement coming up, and I feel it's through interference, intervening, or possibly introductions through someone else introducing you to them. That's possible. That's not going to be the case for all of you, but it does come up here. And it's obviously for people looking for new love, not happily married, happily coupled, serious partnered people. It's not going to apply to you. Some of you have a new investment opportunity that's going to jump up right in front of you and smack you, bing, right upside the head. And I feel like you're going to jump on it and take it. Aquarians got something like that too, so that's kind of interesting. Some of you Sagittarians are going to be breaking bread with someone you knew from a long time ago. So for some of you, you're meeting up with an old flame, or it could be an old friend, but I feel like there's emotions here. There's some emotional attachment that you had in the past. There's a connection. It's not just anybody. This is somebody that you had feelings for. I see some of you reconnecting with them, going out to eat, having lunch or dinner, or just, a drink and some snacks. I just see you talking to somebody, but I feel like eating is involved. You're going to meet up with them somewhere. And I feel like for you, Sagittarius, you have to muster up a lot of courage or inner strength and fortitude to do this and to get together with them and talk to them again. It's like you've got to marshal your energies and your forces and push yourself to do it. The next card you have here is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is a card to me that symbolizes being blocked, stopped, or a stalemate. Something being blocked, something being stopped, or it could be a stalemate. And there's emotions behind it, and there's some unknowns here. There's either, you don't have all the information, or there's secrets here, or things being kept from you. It could fall into any line like that. But there's emotions to this stoppage and blockage. Some of you, I feel, are bringing a relationship to a halt. For many of you, this feels like a love relationship, but it could be a business partnership or some other relationship, like a friendship relationship that's you've had for a really long time. It's just some relationship, but for most of you, I feel it's love. You're bringing something to a halt. Because I feel you're actually either are getting ready to be in a new love relationship, or you are in one. Like, it's almost like instantaneous. I feel you end one and go to another. And maybe that's something you've done in the past that karmically didn't work out for you. I have made that mistake in the past of going from one relationship to another too quickly. And it was a very hard lesson I had to learn, that is totally unwise to do. But that was my journey. Your journey, it might be fine for you to do it, because I do get you going from one relationship to another. Maybe you've been dissatisfied with who you've been partnered with for a while. So this may not be like a shock. It may not be a shock, but you may be like, okay, enough's enough. And then you start seeing somebody fairly soon afterwards. You know, the guides are saying they want you to forgive and forget. There's somebody, either a family member you're having a rift with, like a daughter or a son. It could even be sibling. Feels more like a son or daughter, though. Or a love relationship that you need to forgive and forget. They're saying they want you to forgive and forget. So this is somebody you have a beef with. So I hope that's not confusing to you that I pick up you're going to end a relationship. This could be a separate scenario. It's not necessarily talking about the same relationship. You know, I do feel that you gave all your undivided attention and focus to some love relationship that for too long, that it ended up being damaging emotionally and detrimental for you. And it comes up again, like I said, somebody you've devoted too much of your time and attention to, too long, like you've devoted too much to them. I do feel that many of you Sagittarians are going to have this evolution feeling, like, I'm starting to feel like my old self again. I'm starting to feel like who I used to be years ago. I get you having that feeling. The next card you have in the reading is Judgment. I'm not familiar with these cards, so I have to look at them. They don't have the names printed on them, what they are. I had to look at the picture. It's Judgment. It's an unusual Judgment card. So let me listen to that. Judgment is usually, what do we think about a situation? What's the word? What's the proclamation? What's going to go down? How's it going to affect everybody involved? That's what this card means to me. They're telling me you're going to finally have the feeling of casting your fears and doubts aside and going for it. So there's something you're going to go for here. They're telling me you're going to have all the tools you need, all the supplies at hand, and you're going to go for it, and they want you to go for it. So this could be with a project, like at work or at your home, but it can also be a love relationship. So all the tools you need is kind of interesting, but they're telling me you're going to go for it. They're saying that Sagittarians have had to learn their lessons the hard way. And maybe this past year or two, you may have felt like that. And then they're saying a cross to bear. So I feel like for them to say it that way, you really have gone through some real struggles and real hardships. And, you know, I'm not an astrologer, but I believe you've had Saturn affecting you. I could be wrong about that, or maybe it is affecting you, but I don't know. It just comes up that you've learned a lot of lessons, and I feel that you're going to be parting company from people, parting ways with some people from some of these hard lessons that you learned. You know, the guides are also saying everything evolves in time, with the passage of time, and now you're going to be the brightest shiny penny at the top of the pile. So I feel Sagittarius is really coming into their time to shine and to be the one that, you know, if you're going to look at a pile of pennies, you're going to notice that the brightest shiny one at the top of the pile. That's what they're showing me. So you're going to get attention, recognition. Things are going to improve for you. I really feel that. But I feel like I'm not going to sit here and lie. You have had to go through the darkness to get to the dawn. Clearly. And even in this reading, I still feel like you're going through the darkness to get to the dawn in the reading. Some of these things are beneficial that are going on here and good, but some of them are difficult still. Like I'm not going to lie, I do feel like this karmic path you're on right now. That's how it feels to me. Don't get mad, Sagittarius. They say Sagittarians are really good at preaching to the choir and preaching to people. But now they have to start listening to their preaching that they give out to others and take heed on their words to themselves. So I feel like you're awesome at telling people great advice about how to get away from this one that's no good, or that one, or change their life or their situation. And now you have to start listening to your own words that you've told other people. So now the last card you have here for February is the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is a card to me that symbolizes this is going within, ruminating, worrying about the past. It could be pulling at straws, going around and round in circles in your mind, analyzing, picking things apart. But you're getting some opportunities coming to you. God's giving you an opportunity or a blessing or a sign, and you have to pay attention to it. You may be ruminating too much or feeling sad or withdrawn or sorry for yourself, and you may not notice it. So, but you are getting something, a gift to alleviate all this spinning. So pay attention to the gift. Some of you are getting drawn out and highlighted in some way. I don't know in what way, but I hear that. And I also hear many of you are going to travel. There's some travel coming up. Some of you have had to enlist the help of friends and relatives that are going to help you move. This could be move your place of residence, or it could be if you have to move, if you have a business and maybe you're moving from one location to another, you're getting some friends and relatives to help you move. They're telling me many of you Sagittarians are going to be looking deeply into the eyes of another, and that you're going to make some kind of serious commitment and possibly marriage with them. So those of you that are ending a relationship or single, this is coming. I do feel in a lot of cases, Sagittarians, that you did a lot of your choices and decisions were made based on what you thought was good for the good of others, not just yourself, like you were worrying about some other people here in some of the decisions you've made in the past. I see some of you Sagittarians getting into discussions and conversations with people that are going to help you promote what you're doing or your business, because I get you speaking with people and focusing on and dealing with and doing things in regard to promotions. Now that may be what you do for a living, or your career or job circles around doing promotions for something, or this could be promotions for you talking to people that are promoting what you're doing, your business, your performances, whatever it is you do. I do get some of you dealing with and focusing on promotions. I do hear the element of surprise. You have some element of surprise that comes to you out of the blue. If you've been looking for a job, it's like a job opportunity and the hunt will be over, my guides are saying. For some of you, it's somebody showing up that's like going to blow your mind in a relationship sense, because I feel you're going to be like bowled over, totally smitten with them, attracted to them. I mean, strongly it comes up. So I feel it depends on which Sagittarian you are. Maybe you're getting both. Maybe it's not an either or situation, Sagittarius. I keep seeing that pile of pennies and you're that brand new, bright, shiny one sitting at the top of the pile. Your time is coming. I feel like February for you feels to me like the transitory month of things transitioning from the old into the new. And either you get like this smoking hot person that comes into your life that you are like, whoa, I'm bowled over by them. Hey, yay, yay. It's like that. Or you get this job opportunity, especially for those of you that have been out of work. But even if you've not been out of work and you've just been looking, you may have been like, there's nothing happening. Bam, out of the blue, something shows up. So I do, and maybe you're gonna have double the luck, and both things are gonna happen for you. So, but not all you Sagittarians are in an unhappy relationship, and not all of you are single. So a lot of that applies to the people that want to get out of a love relationship and start something new and are single. So I hope this reading was of help to you. I certainly hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do appreciate that. And please remember to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I post my videos here on YouTube. I did have someone tell me on Facebook that they had all their subscriberships had been wiped away on their account and they had to resubscribe to my channel. So check out what's going on with your channel. That may have happened to you. I don't know. That was the first I'd heard of it, so I'm just passing it along here. I want to say, if you would like to get a continuation of this reading, Sagittarius, where I look into the crystal for you to see what messages my spirit guides have you for February 2017, you can access these videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video in the Show More section. And that link will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for my February 2017 crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for download and purchase. You can also access these videos by going to my good old website, www.theluckymermaid.com, clicking on the videos tab on my menu. It's a drop down menu. When you see page 8, go to page 8. And there you will see the heading if you scroll down the page for these February crystal readings. If you click on your sign, it will take you to that video on Vimeo. I hope you have a fantastic and fabulous February, Sagittarius, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.